Hello, you're watching Business Q&A with me, Kagangofe. Africa's legal industry is transforming, driven by technology, economic shifts, and new regulations. With the chance to leapfrog into next-generation solutions, the Legal Innovation Summit has become the first platform uniting law firms, technologists, clients, and regulators to turn ideas into practical collaborations. Joining me to tell us more on this is Naomi Thompson, founder of the Legal Innovation Summit. Naomi, thank you so much for joining us.
You are most welcome. Hello, Kaka, and hello to your viewers.
Well, I'd like us to start with what was your vision behind founding the Legal Innovation Summit?
Sure. So for me, it's creating a platform where we can have a dialogue around what that change means, where we can come up with really bold ideas as to what does the next level of legal look like. Looking at AI, how it's transforming the legal industry, both globally and locally. For me, it was about bringing those thought leaders in a room. We had our keynote speaker, Professor Richard Susskind, who has done his doctorate on AI and the law in the 1980s. So you can understand that deep expertise that he brings around. What do we consider when we think about shaping what's next? Shaping a platform where we embrace technology and we don't stay traditional in the way in which we deliver legal services, but we really look at disrupting ourselves.
But why was it important to create a space for legal innovation in Africa?
Yeah. If we are not going to set what innovation looks like for us, if we are not going to own the way we deliver innovation, someone else will come and give it to us. At the summit, we brought together business leaders, legal executives, technologists, and even experts from fintech for us to be able to draw from lessons learned. How can we go about and own our own journey? We have not only global expertise where they are sharing their journey or their experiences with us. We also have local AI startups that is part of the summit because we, like our vision is, it's about African solutions for African challenges.
And just drilling on those African solutions, what breakthrough conversations came out of the summit and how do they position Africa globally?
So some of the takeaways that came out of it was around our AI policy. How are we looking at regulation across the continent, but really across South Africa? We had Dumisani, who sits on the working committee for AI, and understanding how do we set policies that works for us.
Naomi, I want us to just look at the gap between the big law firms and the smaller ones. What role do lawyers play in making sure that innovation is inclusive and it improves also access to justice?
Yeah. Look, that divide has always been there, and I think that AI can be the great differentiator because what you can do with technology takes the place of what thousands of associates will do. Now you have your mid-sized, your smaller law firms that can compete for the same work that other larger law firms have always been able to win due to their size that they are. But then you also look at the flip side of that. The large law firms really have budgets that they can deploy and implement technology. They can test best-in-class technology. They can test what is working for us and no longer just looking at entry-level type of solutions, but they are able to compete on a price point where they bring in the international technology, and we know dollar-based against the rand really makes, that will not be competitive for a mid-sized law firm. But that is why we have our locally grown AI solutions. We were very adamant in our vision that we are going to bring our local teams, now utilizing their technology, matches at a price point that speaks to them. So we have to start thinking differently about the solutions that we are creating for people. What can we do that a Kaka back at home can just use an app, ask a question, verified information, and get the right answer. How can a domestic worker use a WhatsApp tool to ask what is my rights and how do I ask my employer to pay me what I deserve to be paid? So there's various ways in which you can bring in technology to really move the needle.
Well, great insights there. And I love that you said that we must own it and also enable innovation. And I hope that the Legal Innovation Summit will continue these conversations as the conversation starter. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're most welcome. Thank you.
Well, that was Naomi Thompson, founder of the Legal Innovation Summit. Stay with us for more business insights after this.